Well, look who came crawling back. I'm WiLLo Davis. I'm your host. I didn't want to have to do another Wdnn so soon in the week, but this is an emergency broadcast apparently. What's happened so far this week? Zachary Michael and Michael B. Petty did an oopsie? Or should I say, stirred the pot. Exciting, I guess. News from Destiny and Dana. Surprise update from Eugenia Cooney. And Ashe Costello did an oopsie. I'm WiLLo Davis, and you're watching the most trusted news source, Wdnn. So, first story. Apparently, in the whole Amberlynn The ALR universe, some people noticed that Becky's family was on Facebook talking smack about somebody, apparently, and were alleging that the person being talked about in these vague book statuses was Amberlynn. Now, I am not giving any opinion or fact on that because after both Michael and Zachary talked about it in videos where they reference the statuses and posts and give their thoughts and possible suspicions on it. Okay, so basically it was getting posted around like Kiwi Farms, the website, or probably other places, little groups on Facebook and whatnot. And so Zachary and Michael, they talked about it, gave their opinions and suspicions, just random comments on it, and Amberlynn messaged both of them separately and said that Beckys Sister does not like it. These aren't the exact words here, this is what I kind of remember. Basically said that Beckys Sister doesn't like it and doesn't like that her Facebook posts are getting used in that way, and that if they don't take down the videos, then Beckys Sister is going to sue, I guess in the name of slander, which I don't know. I really don't know a whole lot about it. Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. For one thing, as was mentioned, I'm not going to go too into detail about all of this stuff because you can watch the videos that were made much better by Michael and Zachary on this subject. And I frankly do not want to get involved, really, even though they really did not seem to do anything wrong, and they both seem very confident in that fact, which I guess they should be. As soon as people start threatening to sue, I personally do not think that the YouTube drama is that important to me, so I don't want to get involved. But I don't think that there's any problem with them being involved. I don't think there's any risk of any kind, because I honestly cannot think of what they could possibly have done wrong. I guess her thought is that it would be defamation, but it was clearly just some opinions that weren't based on any fact and just thoughts. And also those posts were public. Apparently Beckys Sister's Facebook is public. You can, without even an account, go and see these things. So it was by no means any private information that they leaked, and they didn't even, I don't think, got them from there. They just got screenshots from somebody else somewhere anonymously on the internet. So yeah, it's not looking like a very strong case. Just my thoughts. We just do the news here. We do the news, and then I give my the opinion on things sometimes, I guess. But yeah, it's just funny. And like, Zach got into this whole Twitter DM argument with Amberlynn, and obviously Amberlynn's not the one threatening to sue, apparently. And it's just like, it's just all, none of this is direct at all. Everything's very vague, like really vague, like Amberlynn being a messenger from Beckys Sister to them, saying like attorney will get involved, like why didn't you just talk directly, why didn't the attorney talk direct, you know? It's just like, how vague can this get, and how many middlemen can there be to this whole thing? But yeah, so that's just where we're at on that whole situation. Like, what would you sue for, honestly? What would you sue? Like, there's like, how could you say slander and stuff when they're like literally just giving opinions on alleged things that they heard, and went to great lengths to say that it's not fact, it's just, you know, rumors at this point. But enough about that. You can check that out on their channels. It doesn't make any sense to me. And again, we just do news here. I don't want to get involved. It is funny though, with all this stuff coming out, and just like Amberlynn directly trying to deal with it instead of like Beckys Sister talking to them, because that would make more sense, and just seems all very dramatic. And again, I personally don't see the point in getting so wrapped up in some YouTube drama, but that seems to be Amberlynn's thing. Even in a recent Destiny and Dana video, you know, they're vlogging still, right? Destiny was sitting in the car and basically said that she is no drama at all. Like, when people start claiming stuff on the internet or making weird comments, she'll just delete them or block them or whatever. She is zero drama. And then she goes on to say something like she left Amberlynn because she couldn't deal with the drama.
Been mentioning, look, I am drama free. Okay, that's one of the reasons I was so tired of Amberlynn. It's just too much drama, and I'm not a drama person. Just not. Like, I just didn't want to be any part of it. I don't want to be any part of this. I don't, like, I understand that hate comes with YouTube or whatever.
And it's just like funny, like as she like says that, at the same time this whole thing's going on with like attorneys getting involved in a video about Beckys Sister, and how apparently Becky's family doesn't like Amberlynn. This is all apparently things. Don't try and don't try and drag me into this. But yeah, so just really whole web of things. Speaking of Destiny and Dana, they got engaged. So, good for them, I suppose, in their drama-free lives. They seem like pretty decent people, I guess, other than like Destiny's family randomly like breeding animals for no reason other than that they like to look at puppies and stuff, and her like hitting dogs or whatever, which counts a lot for me, like in my opinion of them. So it's a down vote for me for my take on them. But other than that, I guess if one could overlook, then they seem like pretty decent people. So, hey, congrats. Let's see, next news. Eugenia Cooney. She is a YouTuber. She has clearly been struggling with things in her life, and people have been reaching out, telling her that she needs to get help, and just people trying to support her and all that. Even PewDiePie has mentioned at the end of a video, please go send love and support to Eugenia Cooney because she needs it. And people have been tweeting it out. I saw Shane Dawson tweet about it, and recently, as of today, tonight, I saw a tweet, because it was, I think, retweeted by Shane Dawson, that Eugenia posted that she's going to take some time off of social media and the internet and work on this privately with her doctor, which sounds great. That's a really nice step in my opinion. I think a lot of people that are struggling with something can look at that and take some advice from that, maybe like Amberlynn or something. But good for you for actually getting offline and going to seek some professional help about it. That's a great move. You can't always do this stuff on your own, you know? So that's all I gotta say about that. Next news. Last story here. Do you know Ashe Costello? She is the singer for the band New Year's Day. Maybe you could say an alternative icon to some. Okay, my camera died, which is really not something I needed to have happen right now, but it's okay since I'm recording audio on a separate device. It shouldn't really affect things too much other than this visual right here. Hopefully you can understand. Anyway, Ashe Costello, singer of New Year's Day, was in the news recently about people criticizing her posting an Amazon wish list that she made for her birthday and kind of sending it out saying, hey, anyone can buy me this stuff. My first thought in hearing that was, obviously, Amazon wish list sounds pretty good. Maybe I should make one. But upon reading further, doesn't seem like a great idea. People aren't liking it. So here's what people are saying. Like, she seems to be doing very well for herself. She has a lot of impressionable fans. Why is she posting about this wish list where you can literally just go and buy her things when she's probably fairly well off? And it's really mixed, actually, because some people don't have a problem with it, because you could say, if you're that upset about it, why don't you just not buy her stuff and just let people who want to do it? Which is definitely fair to say, you know, like, and I've heard from multiple people, like, why don't you just not be stupid enough to buy her stuff if you think that she doesn't need it or she can afford it herself? Makes sense to me. But I also definitely understand what people are saying about how it could be manipulative, being that she does have a lot of young fans, a lot of, you know, people who want to try to impress her, get her attention, things like that, and are hoping that maybe by buying her these things that they will get that, some kind of satisfaction. But, you know, it is, I guess that happens in a lot of ways. You know, if you pay for a meet and greet, like, you really just kind of hope, you're kind of spending money hoping to get some attention from them or something in some ways. Like, I'm not trying to trash meet and greets or anything. Obviously, I've been to my fair share of them. Not for New Year's Day, though. Not a huge fan of New Year's Day personally, or Ashe Costello. I have seen them live at a festival, did not enjoy it. And I'm not afraid to say things like that anymore now that I'm a lot less connected to the music industry and kind of lost all hope for being involved in that. Like, back being in a band and stuff, I probably wouldn't give opinions on some bigger artists like that, wouldn't want to burn any bridges. But now, with an outsider perspective, it just really doesn't matter. You can just say whatever you want about whatever artists or anything. So personally, not a huge fan of New Year's Day. Never really felt anything from listening to their music. Did not like the live performance at all. My personal opinion. If you like it, that's fine. I'm sure if I had enough of their music pumped in to my Spotify mixes or something, I would find a few that I like. So no real issue with them or anything on my end, just never got into it. I should make a video on the atmosphere for like small bands starting out in local scenes from my experience in the North Jersey rock-ish scene, because there's a lot of bullshit. But maybe another video. Complete digression, I'm sorry. So yeah, it's like, I understand why people are upset about her posting about the Amazon wish list. I also understand the thought, like, why don't you just not buy the stuff for her? But then I am kind of leaning towards the other way, because apparently she did post about it like a good few times, like, and it's like, how hard are you gonna try to get people to buy the stuff on your Amazon wish list for you? I don't know. It all really doesn't matter that much anyway. But she came back and replied to all of the criticism, saying, like, I guess pretty much the same thing, like, why don't you just not buy anything then? You could always send me stuff to my P.O. box if you want, you know, for free. You would just pay whatever the shipping is for whatever you're doing. And so that makes sense. But yeah, it's like people and companies and everything's asking for your money all the time. You just need to kind of realize that and make your own decisions. So someone posting about an Amazon wish list, somebody who you respect, admire, you just need to, on a personal level, be smart with your money. You know, don't just go buying them things because you feel obligated or something. You know, be financially responsible and just more sensible, and then it's not a problem, and then people can ask for things and you just say no when you have a problem with it. But yes, I understand the principle of impressionable young fans and trying to get money from them, or, you know, things from them. Kind of weird. I get it. It could go either way. I don't really care. So that was the news. I still haven't opened these bad boys. I gotta find a time to do that soon. There's a couple of Pokemon cards here. So anyway, check out the description. I'll have the info for the P.O. box down there. I'll have some links to merch. You can check it out. I haven't been talking much about the links to the merch because I figured I should just, you know, say it a few times and then people will know and you can go check the description. But I've got enough comments from people lately saying, like, oh my god, you should have merch. That would be cool, that I guess I don't say it enough. So check it out. There's Spreadshirt where there's tons of different options, or you can look on Amazon where there's a couple of options. Either way's cool. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. You can just go to twitch.tv/WiLLo Davis. I've been playing some Elder Scrolls Online on there. Come say hi next time I'm streaming. Give me a follow. Don't forget to smash subscribe on YouTube. Give this video a like. And I will see you next time. This has been Wdnn. I'm WiLLo Davis. Out.